Morning. Good morning, students. In the previous class, we have learned about some of the minerals. What are minerals? And then what is a dietary fiber? What is a water and what are its use? And balanced diet. Just in a simple way, we will just recall it out. So, what are minerals? Minerals are the nutrients that are required by the body for the healthy functioning of the body. There are two types of minerals which are required by our body. First, minerals which are required in less amount, and second, the minerals which are required in large amount. Second, we have learned about the dietary fibers. So what are dietary fibers? The dietary fibers are the fibers which are present in our food and which are required by our body so as to add bulk to our food so that our waste material can be easily removed from the body. Next, we have learned about water. So you all know what is a water. Water is just a daily basis of our body, daily requirement of our body. Water is used by our body to keep the body hydrated and to regulate the temperature and to remove the waste from the body and to pass the or to circulate the nutrients throughout our body. How do the water get removed out of the body? So through the urine and through the sweat. Next, what happens if there is a less amount of water in our body? So we will, if there is a less or lack of water in our body, then we will reach to a condition which is called a dehydration. Next, we have learned about balanced diet. So what is a balanced diet? The diet which contain all the nutrients in the right amount of the nutrients in the right amount required by the body for its healthy functioning is called a balanced diet. And this is a diagram which represent the nutrition or the food which are required by the body in a particular amount. The diagram is known as food pyramid. So this is the diagram of food pyramid. You have to just practice and learn what are the different nutrition present in the diagram, like fish and meat. So you have to just practice this diagram because this diagram is very important. Now today we will learn through the further chapter. What is that? Now the further chapter includes deficiency diseases. See, as till now what we have learned what are the nutrients required by our body. Okay, now we will learn a condition. What happens when these nutrients are not present in our body? So the lack of any nutrition in our body over a long period of time can cause disease. See, this is a very simple thing. Suppose if our body require anything and we are not giving the or we are not supplying the particular nutrient to our body, it will disturb the balancing of the nutrient in our body, which will affect the proper functioning of the body. So disease that are caused due to lack of nutrition, the disease that are caused due to lack of nutrition, disease that are caused due to lack of nutrition such as carbohydrate, protein, vitamin or mineral in the diet are called the deficiency disease. This is a very important definition. You have to learn this definition. What is a deficiency disease? So disease that are caused due to lack of nutrition such as carbohydrate, protein, vitamin or mineral in the diet are called deficiency diseases. How we can cure these diseases? By supplying the particular nutrients to the body which is in lack in our diet can remove this diseases. Suppose if our body or in our food, if there is a less amount of carbohydrate, so what will happen? We will get less amount of energy. If there is a lack of carbohydrate in our food, so we will not get energy. If we will not get energy, so what will happen? We will not be able to work, है ना? Suppose we are running every day. Today, if there is a lack of carbohydrate in our body, we will not have energy. Would we be able to run as we are running daily? No, because there is no energy in our body. So to overcome this lack of energy problem in our body, what we will do? We will supply carbohydrate in our body. Now, people who do a lots of work, such as farmer or worker, see, this is a very common thing. The people who do more work will require more energy, and to get more energy, what will do they? They will eat more carbohydrate. Acha, why we are not saying that we will require fats? We can eat carbohydrate and we can eat fat because both are the supplier of energy. We cannot eat more fat because fat take lot of time for dissolving, and it supplies energy in very late. It supplies energy very late. That's why we are not utilizing fat as comparison to carbohydrate. Now we will see what are the diseases which are caused due to deficiency of carbohydrate and proteins. See what is the use of carbohydrate and see what will be the use of protein. So what is the use of carbohydrate? Carbohydrate provide us energy. Second, protein helps in the growth and development and in the repairing of the tissues. Now just leave this important thing. We will just see what will happen if we will not get both of these supplements. First of all, if we are not going to get the protein, so what will happen? Our height will not grow, our weight will not grow, our muscles which are developing every day, they will not develop. In the second condition of carbohydrate, if we are not eating the carbohydrates, so what will happen? We will not have energy, we will feel all time lazy, and we will not be able to do our work properly. So lack of protein can in our diet causes weakness in our muscles. Growing children, as you all are growing, so you require more protein in our diet. So deficiency of protein causes a disease which is known as Kwashiorkor. The deficiency of protein in the diet causes Kwashiorkor, which can be seen that your belly, this is Kwashiorkor, your belly is swollen and body remains stunned. That is, your belly comes out and whole of the body remains weak. Also, some of the symptoms are mental retardation. That is, your mind doesn't work as comparison to the mind of the children with Kwashiorkor doesn't work as same as the working mind of normal children. As you are able to recognize or you are able to learn the things very easily na, like you are remembering the table or you are learning the question answer very easily, but the child with Kwashiorkor is not able to learn the thing very easily because his mind doesn't work as the mind without a Kwashiorkor or just a normal mind works. Some more symptoms are diarrhea. So person with lack of protein suffer from diarrhea in all the time. Now what happen if there is a deficiency of both protein and carbohydrate? So you can see through a diagram, this is a child with a deficiency of both carbohydrate and protein. So child with deficiency of carbohydrate will not have energy, and the child with deficiency of protein will not have energy. See this child, how he is looking, without energy and without any of the development. So deficiency of protein and as well as carbohydrates lead to a disease which is called as protein energy malnutrition or PEM. Deficiency of protein and carbohydrates lead to a condition which is called a protein energy malnutrition. It is quite common in rural areas because in rural areas people doesn't have enough mind or deserve any, or the person with poverty doesn't have enough money to provide a healthy diet to their children. Thus this leads to a condition which is called as protein energy malnutrition. Protein energy leads to another disease which is called as marasmus. Protein energy malnutrition leads to another disease which is called marasmus in the children. This disease is caused to the children which are less than 5 years ago, which are less than 5 years in age. The symptoms are thin body. In marasmus, what are the symptoms of marasmus? The symptoms of marasmus are weak legs, poor muscle or development, and mental retardation. So the children with marasmus are very weak, their legs are very weak, their muscle development is very poor, and their mind also doesn't work as the mind of normal child works. Okay, now so dear student, here are some of the deficiency vitamins are given in your book. These are the vitamins, what are their function and what are the deficiency of these diseases. Where the deficiency of these vitamin causes which disease. Like vitamin A, what are the sources? Carrot, fish, green leafy vegetable and sweet potatoes. What are the function of the vitamin A? So function of the vitamin A, they are needed for good eye vision and to keep skin and hair healthy. What are the disease caused by the deficiency of vitamin? So night blindness is caused by the deficiency of vitamin A. So your homework for today is, so student, your homework for today is you have to learn all these deficiency diseases. See, it is given in your book, this, then this, till here you have to learn all the all the names of the vitamins, all the names of the vitamins, there's at least two sources. You have to learn the names of the vitamins, at least two sources of each, and one function and the diseases related to it. So what is your homework? You have to learn the vitamins and names of the minerals, two sources of each, what are their function and what are the disease caused by each of the vitamins. So you got your homework. Your homework is to learn the names of vitamins and minerals, two sources of each, what are their function, and what are the deficiency disease caused by them. Okay, so last topic, tomorrow I will try to give the question answer of the chapter number 1, so be prepared for that. Sit along with a pencil for ticking up the question answers. As I will prepare the video, you have to tick the question answer along with that. Okay, so bye.